The boy woke up and found that he was caught back by the giant eagle. There were a few eagles that had just hatched before the giant eagle came back. Xiaowei was going to quietly leave from here, but she suddenly found that a few lions were crawling towards the eagle. Fortunately, the giant eagle returned in time to kill one, but the other lion that split up has entered the eagle's nest. The eagle was about to die. Xiaowei, who couldn't bear it, picked up the weapon and rushed up. Although the crisis was successfully solved, the eagle died under the lion's attack. Listening to the sadness of the giant eagle, she had no choice but to turn around and leave on the way. She tried to determine the route with her father, but she found that the communicator had been damaged. She could only rely on herself for the rest of the journey, so she continued along the river. As she inhaled the last breath, there were only 24 hours left for her to reach the shipwreck. In order to speed up the pace, Xiaowei made a wooden raft on the spot, prepared to drift along the river. To save time, she kept rushing along the road, so tired that she fell asleep. Soon, when she woke up from her dream, she found that the temperature had dropped to zero. The river was freezing at a rapid speed. Unconsciously, she rushed to the hot spot. However, as the temperature dropped rapidly, her movements became slower and slower. The protective suit on her body turned white again. Without the temperature control of the protective suit, she soon fell to the ground and passed out, but in a trance. What did she see then? She got out of here. Then she fell into a warm place. When Xiaowei woke up again, she found that it was the giant eagle. Before, she used her own body to block the sea of fire for her, and she died under the extremely low temperature. The scene in front of her shocked Xiaowei, but she didn't have time to be sad. She could only continue to the direction of the shipwreck and move quickly. But what on earth happened? It turned out that in 2026, human activities caused serious pollution to the earth. The ecological environment worsened and disasters occurred frequently. The environment of the earth was no longer suitable for humans to live in, so humans tried their best to build a spaceship and found a suitable planet in space. However, this planet had been occupied by aliens. In order to eliminate humans, they released a monster called Elsa. Although Elsa has no eyes and hearing, but she can feel the fear of humans. Soon humans suffered heavy losses under her attack. When humans were in danger, a powerful gas soldier Will appeared. Elsa couldn't feel any fear on her, but she held a sharp sword to deal with Elsa. It was like cutting a melon and cutting a vegetable. Since then, she has built a sharp gas soldier in order to be like her father. Xiaowei has been determined to join the gas soldier since childhood, but in the final assessment, the chief examiner still refused her application to join the gas soldier. In order to motivate her son, Will decided to carry out an escort mission for her. The monster Elsa was in this huge sphere. They were going to transport her to the training ground. However, as soon as the spaceship set off, it was hit by a small star belt. Although they managed to escape through the hole, but the spaceship still lost momentum under the impact. They could only land on a small star nearby. However, as soon as the spaceship entered the atmosphere, the crashed spaceship couldn't bear the pressure. It was broken into two pieces in an instant. Fortunately, Xiaowei remembered the safety belt, so she found a small path in the disintegration of the spaceship. And when she found her father, she found only her father, and her father survived. Until then, her father told her this is the earth where humans lived, but the environment here is no longer suitable for humans to live now. The only way for them to return to the base is to launch an emergency signal to space with an emergency signal machine, but unfortunately, the signal machine in the